My fellow South Africans, I need us, all of us, to be patriots, including our leaders. Patriots simply means that someone that loves their country so much that they're willing to they're willing to do anything to defend their country, right? They are looking out for the best interest of their country. I need all of us to do that.
Soccer, supposed to bring people together, not to divide them. Why are you complaining?
As mfethu ade ngibuka le video kaZandile lela Operation Dudula ufuna ukusebenzisa abalandeli bebhola ukuze afese inhloso zakhe zo Operation Dudula. Guys, sibaningi singabalandeli bebhola but ade ngibuka le video yenzila ayi yabona imfethu leya fanele uyidelete nganoma fanele wenze njani but ayenzi sense.
Hello and welcome to the channel. Our girls of Put South Africa First have been accused of crossing the line a little bit. We'll take a look at what Zandile Victoria and also Unjabeni have been, linked to. We've seen that Zandile at Moses Mapita when they were watching soccer. People called her out for mixing soccer and politics. Then we get Victoria, who was calling out Unadia Nakai and Ushasha for being musicians in South Africa. People are saying you're mixing politics and entertainment. We'll take a look at those thoughts. Are they going about it the wrong way, or is it a necessary thing to call out while it is still young and while it's still developing? Let's take the thoughts and views around these matters. Please give this video a thumbs up as we do that.
Am I against the continent coming together? No, but I'm saying not at the expense of South Africans. Do whatever you do, but not at the expense of South Africans. So the leaders that are preaching the message of one Africa, one president, that message is very immature. Not now. It's an immature conversation. We should have those conversations when, we've all agreed as a continent to trade amongst ourselves. The leaders in our respective countries within the continent have liberated the people. South Africa, we still have a lot of work to do. So in our respective countries, we have to deal with those issues. You get what I'm saying? And then eventually we'll get to a point of, okay, now that we are all settled, let's then do things. Let's come together and be one. And it's exactly what they're doing in Europe, right? Because some people say, oh, Europe doesn't have border gates, or they have an open border policy. That's a developed continent, guys. Yes, because none of them are suffering like we are in the continent. You can't do that in Africa. That's very immature, right? So please, let's not get ahead of ourselves as South Africans. I need all of us to be patriots. Let's think for South Africa right now. Right now, we have to think for South Africa and what's best for South Africa, right? But secondly, let's be cautious that we are not xenophobic. Let's not be xenophobic. Let's not. We'll have foreigners in our country, but we have to make sure that we manage, let's take what we can, and what we cannot, let's say we cannot. Right? Let's not overwhelm ourselves, right? So I hope I've balanced this message. We really have to be selfish. I'm sorry, we have to think for South Africa first. Okay?
So Zandile wants to use the FIFA competitions, like the match that was played between South Africa and Zimbabwe, to her advantage, and also to her Operation Dudula campaigns. These are not the only countries that are playing South Africa. Nigeria and Lesotho were playing South Africa because they don't have the grounds that are FIFA recommended, FIFA approved for them to play in. And this is sad because the Minister of Home Affairs has extended the permits for Zimbabweans to work until 2027 in South Africa. This is ridiculous. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And this could lead South Africa to be banned from the FIFA competitions. And if this reaches FIFA, I don't think it's going to be a good thing for the country.
Bafana because there was a soccer match between Zimbabwe and South Africa in
Wemtakama ibhola leli akulona ipolitiki. Yabona lento othi observile kule game eSouth Africa neZimbabwe. Ophinde uye futhi egroundini ye-observe amakudlala iChiefs nePirates uyobona ukuthi kuWest ngeke ukuthi kuhlangene imbangi ama-rivals bese ufuna babe moya munye. Bazoclasha ngembono, bazoclasha ngoba basupporta amaqembu angafani. Wena ke manje ufuna ukusithenga ke manje ufuna ukuzuza songena kuloshuni wakho we-agenda yepolitiki through ibhola. Cha, sel understand ibhola. It's not about South Africa neZimbabwe. Into yebhola nje. Wena uzo observe into yebhola la ngolayini yepolitiki. Sila
ubani umlandeli weZimbabwe obesenkingeni ngenxa ukuthi ubese groundini support iZimbabwe? ubani oshawa omunye angithi wena upromote asifunana ama South African awafuna amaZimbabwean ade khona amaZimbabwean egroundini iliphi iZimbabwean elishayiwe lishayela ukuthi belise groundedlisupport iZimbabwe. Come on guys, nimuzana ukupush agenda yabona manje usuyifaka endaweni wrong, uyifaka endaweni wrong. Unabadlali abasuka eZimbabwe abadlala la eSouth Africa abacontributor emathimini la eSouth Africa. Ibhola hlangene nayo yonke lento enifuna ukuyenza, ipolitika idlalele le, ibhola idlalele le, ngahlanganisa into engahlangani. Ubuqala ngisho kuye groundini usuzosikhulumela le nonsense efuna ukuyikhuluma la. Hayi kahle mfethu, kahleni bafethu. Ilwe ipolitiki ngendlela efanele uyilwe ngayo, ilwe ipolitiki ngepolitiki, musukuthatha ezinye izinto engahlangene nepolitiki uyifake kuyipolitiki. Egroundini hlezi kunjana, hlezi sibhifana ngenxa ukuthi isport siyacompete. Makuhlela abalandeli be-Sundowns be-Pirate egroundini ukubona kuhlezi kunjani egroundini, kuyahwayelwana kumnandi, bacula laba bayakhala laba kungena igoli kude kuje nabaZimbabwe bekuyifana bekuyinto eyi-1 sport ibhola. Hayi bafethu manje hlula ipolitiki shonini kuyahlula ipolitiki, abantu be-South Africa abafuna ukusilandela bonke.
As you know that South African Human Rights Commission summoned us to court and we went to court.
Kodwa Zandi kufunani lesikole singasebenza manje sisube nesikole ekhanda uzokhuluma ama South African Human Rights ebholeni. iSouth Africa sihambe kangaki kwamanye amazwe isiyadlala kunabalandeli labantu beSouth Africa abasuka besweyeseka lapho eyakhona. So ufuna ukuthi iZimbabwe mayizodlala ibhola eSouth Africa kungabi nabalandeli beZimbabwe ozosupport iteam yakibo. Izisi but isuke ebholeni ntombazana. Ebholeni unga expect ukuthi kuzabuya iPortugal ubinga labantu bePortugal ground. Uzogcina uzimochele wena. Uzozimochela wena entweni eziningi ntombazana.
We want them gone, and we will ensure that they are all deported. We are also coming for the likes of Peter Ndoro. He's a TV presenter in South Africa. Who said we cannot present our own TV shows in South Africa? Who said we lack such a skill? Now that he has got enough skill and knowledge and experience, we are expecting him to return back to his country of origin and help his country, Zimbabwe. They don't even have a TV station there because the TV presenters that are capable in Zimbabwe are migrating to foreign countries. Zimbabweans don't even have got celebrities. All their people, it can be football players. They are all here. Nobody's building a league in Zimbabwe. There are musicians, the likes of Nadia Nakai. We don't want Nadia Nakai to represent us. She must go back and to her country and represent her Zimbabwean people. We have got enough talented South Africans, and we don't want to shine ka talent ya batho ba bang. We want to produce our own talented musicians and artists. We don't want them in the entertainment industry. The likes of Shasha, they are here speaking local languages, pretending to be South Africans. No sense of pride. They don't want to represent their own countries. We want all those people gone. It's time to fix Africa.
South Africans, we are not listening to Nadia, we are not listening to Shasha anymore. They are Zimbabweans. They need to go back to Zimbabwe. Now the funny part is that is South Africa not gonna be in TikTok?
Nemake, chovera. Justice for Peter Ndoro, justice for Nadia Nakai. Yeah, we must cancel Victoria Africa. It's even difficult to come out of my mouth to say those two words. Maybe it's Victoria Falls. I don't know. Victoria Falls teeth. I don't know. But Africa. But let's go back to the issue at hand. The commander's money. Even in the afternoon, it's still money. Yeah, justice for Nadia Nakai, justice for Peter Ndoro. Yeah, a Patriotic Alliance has launched an assault on legal foreigners in South Africa, even when Nadia Nakai is proven to be a South African citizen. Maybe Victoria must come and tell us that she wants to hit Nadia Nakai with a brick and be the widow of AKA. Maybe that is the plan. She's not hip. So she must explain this beef. Patriotic Alliance must come out and explain themselves why they are attacking Nadia Nakai and Peter Ndoro. This is their Secretary General or what. Even though you took down the video, I saw it myself. Yeah, if you can take me to court if I'm lying. Yeah, but that woman, we cannot all have a Mandela effect. Yeah, justice for Nadia Nakai. If you want to sue my sister, I'm giving you an idea. So yeah, this will affect your brand. How can this lady say you are taking South African jobs? This will affect your brand. Yeah, Nadia Nakai, Pitandoro, she just put your life in danger, this woman. Even though your papers are in order, she didn't even want to. She said illegal and illegal. Yeah, populist of note. Yeah, we must deal with such characters, such nefarious characters. Yeah, we must deal with them, bandit mentality.
Well, there you have it. Those are some of the views coming in. They're diverse, and of course they have allowed our foreign nationals to actually have one up on South Africans on this one. It looks like they are this thing that actually happens most of the time, a mixing of issues. That is for another video, but on this issue Zandile missed it because it was just about soccer and it had nothing to do with Operation Dudula. And at that point, it is painful that Zimbabwe ended up holding South Africa to a 0-0 draw, but it is the nature of the game. That is what it is. Soccer, you win some, you lose some. That is just part of it. Zimbabwean fans were allowed to do as they please because they were the ones who were hosting. However, the key issues will end up being lost if they then start tackling petty issues, even with Victoria on the other side, who's more on the economic side of the operation, put South Africa first. We've seen her in the CBDs, in the cleaning up and applying bylaws. Our Patriotic Alliance is good on that side. However, her now coming for entertainers is a bit, I'm not sure if she is also losing her way there, and it should not be encouraged at all. Let's keep the main thing. What are your thoughts on our two ladies missing it on this one? I think let's offer them grace, but it should never be encouraged. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for joining us on this one. Let's meet on the next video. Bye.